I'm Sabrina, a professional makeup artist of over 12 years. In my career, I've worked with plenty of amazing people, including UFC fighters, actors, and CEOs of big corporate companies. But whenever they sat down in my chair, of course, they had that same worry that most men do. I don't want to look like I'm wearing makeup, because I never do. But also came to me and said, I do want to hide my dark circles. I have this scar right here, or this blemish that came out of nowhere, and I have to film this next scene. When I put Menaji on them, everyone fell in love. I mean, from my UFC fighters, from my actors, and even the CEOs, they all absolutely loved it. Why? Because it looked natural, it didn't feel like makeup, and it just made sure that they looked perfect for what they were doing next. So in this video, you're gonna learn how to color match yourself, how to feel your greatest, and honestly, how to look great on the next Zoom meeting. So get ready, and I'm gonna teach you a little bit more about Menaji. Now that my model's here, I wanna quickly go over the 3 products that we're gonna be discussing in this entire video. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed, because I know when you see this, and this, you might think that's already too much. Trust me, it's not at all. We'll be talking about one of my favorite products, which is the Liquid Powder Shine Eliminator. Especially if you do have a shaved head, this is going to be your best friend. We'll also be talking about our Urban Camouflage Concealer. And look, it looks like a chapstick, so discreet. And then we'll be talking about the High Def Anti-Shine Powder. So those are the 3 products we'll be discussing in this entire video, and you'll get to know your shade, how to match it, and when to use it. Do you need to reapply, or can you just put it on in the morning and feel great throughout the day? We'll discuss a little bit more. The first product we're going to talk about is the Liquid Powder Shine Eliminator. This is going to be your best friend. Do you ever feel really oily in photos? Do you ever feel like if you do have a shaved head that whenever you take a selfie, you're just shining? This is going to eliminate all of that. And what's great about it, it's just a clear lotion type texture. So all you're gonna do is apply it all over the area. So your T-zone, again, if you do have a shaved head, all over the head, and all the areas that get the oiliest. As men, you do tend to get a lot oilier than women do. So this is something that's gonna be absolutely great for you. So don't worry, I have made sure to wash my hands numerous times before filming this video. All right, so I'm gonna start at his T-zone. So you want to make sure that you get at all the high points, so on the nose, on the forehead, and sometimes our cheeks actually get really shiny as well. So we're going to apply it on the cheeks too. And you're seeing I'm just doing a dabbing motion. You can do this on yourselves really easy. So you're just going to dab the product in. And the more that you dab it in, the faster it will become clear. So right now, aside just getting all that shine down, we're not applying anything with color on it quite yet. But as you can tell already in the video, all those high points that you saw earlier, they're already starting to go down, which is amazing. Go ahead and close your eyes for me. There we go. And sometimes, especially with gentlemen, underneath your eyes gets a little bit oilier. So what I like to do is, if you're applying it on yourself, you can actually look up. But since I'm applying it on him, I'm gonna have him close his eyes, and I'm just applying the product right underneath the eyes and eliminating all that shine. And I still see a little bit of a high point right here on the forehead. So I'm gonna apply just a little more product right there. All this is doing is eliminating that shine. So this is something you can use every day. Perfect. Oh my god, that works so great. I love this product so much. It's one of my go-tos, and it just truly works and feels so good on the skin. And as you see, it's just a light cream, and you just apply it. You can either apply it with a sponge or with your fingers, and just apply it to all the areas that you do feel that are a little bit shiny, and then it eliminates that shine right away. What I like to say is this is your everyday go-to. Let's say you don't want to go on to the next 2 steps you're doing just for that day. Let's say you're running to your essential run to the grocery store. That's okay. You can just apply this feel like you're $1,000,000 because you don't have that shine anymore, and then just really feel great about yourself. So this is definitely a go-to product that I recommend for everybody. So let's talk about skin prep. I mean, we can put our camo concealer on, we can put our pressed powder on, we can put all these products on, but let's be honest, your canvas has to be nicely prepped. So some of my favorite products I like from this line are the 911 eye gel. Did you not sleep enough? Were you binge watching your favorite show on a streaming service and now you have to do a Zoom call and you just look super tired? This is literally your go-to. Basically, think of it as your morning coffee for underneath your eyes. It's a great product. So 911 gel, I highly recommend, especially if you have darker circles just consistently. Great go-to. Now, I know right now a lot of people aren't shaving because we're not going out into the world, so a lot of guys are growing great, beautiful beards. But for when you do need to shave again, Clear Shave 3-in-1. It helps so much with just a nice clean shave. Your face feels silky smooth after. It's a great product, and you can just see it's a nice clear gel. Helps you with any ingrown hairs and just any troubles that you have shaving. So I highly recommend this as well. It's a great one. And then the last product I want to talk about with skincare is the Power Hydrator Plus. This one, have you heard of a tinted moisturizer? You probably have. Probably don't know too much about it. What it is, it's a moisturizer with a little bit of color to it that has a SPF in it. So if you just want to put something on that kind of evens out the tone of your skin, this is a really good product to use. Especially if you do find yourself having a lot of redness to your skin, I highly recommend it. It's really lightweight. It comes in 2 different color tones. This is light, and you just apply it all over, blend it in, and voila, you have an SPF, a moisturizer, and you just even the tone of your skin. So it's fantastic. Another highly recommend. I want to talk about our Urban Camouflage Concealers. It comes in 6 shades. We have light, medium, olive, sand, bronze, and deep. Within these 6 shades, you're going to find a shade that works perfectly for your overall skin tone, as well if you have those darker under eyes, a shade lighter for right underneath the eyes. So when I look at him, I'm going to see something that's a little bit more on the golden side because he doesn't have a lot of redness to his skin. I'm going to choose this color right here for him. Now I'm going to just go apply right here at the jawline. Make sure that it blends in perfectly. Oh yeah, that looks great. So I'm using this color for his overall tone. I want to show you how easy it is to apply directly on from the applicator. So I'm going to just go in the areas that I feel need a little bit more evenness to them. So I'm just applying directly on. And again, don't put a lot of pressure. A little bit goes a long way. And since this is yours, you can apply it directly on. If I was using this on someone that was in my makeup chair, I would actually use a brush or a sponge to apply it on them as well. But I want to show you how you would use it at home. So I applied that all over his skin, and I applied it just lightly in the areas that I felt needed a little bit more. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and take your ring finger and just kind of push the product into the skin. And you can do this yourself too. So I'll show you how to use a brush as well, but I definitely like to use it just straight from the tube and then just kind of go overall and feather it out with your finger. I'm going to take one other color and go right underneath his eyes to brighten up that area just a little bit, so it looks like he went from 6 hours of sleep to 10 hours of sleep and he's ready for that Zoom meeting tomorrow. So let me go ahead and grab one more color, and I'm going to go ahead and go in medium for that. And then I'm going to actually just put the product directly onto my finger, and I'm going to have you look up for me. There we go. And I'm just gently bouncing off the skin. You never want to pull or drag under the eye area because that can actually cause unwanted fine lines and wrinkles prematurely. So we don't want that, okay? So let's definitely not do that. So again, just a bouncing motion. He has nice long lashes, so I'm just making sure to go right underneath that lash. All right, now I'm gonna just put a little bit more on the forehead area, kind of even out that tone, and then I think we'll be ready to set it, and I'll be able to show you which products we use to set it. All right, so go ahead, open your eyes for me. Go ahead, take a look at it. Oh, that's perfect. His skin looks perfectly even, and again, it doesn't look like I put a bunch of product on it. Now we're on to our next. So we are going to talk about the high def anti-shine powders. Now this comes in 5 different shades, and what this will do, again, if you're extremely oily and you just needed a little bit more than the liquid powder shine eliminator, because that was great for the morning, but you need a little bit after an 8-hour day, the high def anti-shine is going to be perfect. So what it does, it sets the concealer, and then it also just eliminates any shine. So I'm gonna find a color that's perfect for him. And I love the packaging because it's so discreet. It's just in a black compact, and all of the actual writing is underneath, opposed to most companies that put it on top. So you can just, put it in a bag and no one will know. So I'm looking at the tones here, and I think I am going to put him at medium. So it comes with a sponge applicator in the compact, and we're going to use that directly, and then I'll show you how to use the kabuki brush as well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I'm going to just tap a little and kind of tap off the excess, because again, less is more with this. And then I'm going to go and just set all the areas that I put the camo concealer. And I'm doing that bouncing motion. You don't want to push into the skin. That's going to add too much product. So just always think about, you're going to do a bouncing motion. So what I like to do for underneath the eyes, you fold it like a taco. Who doesn't like tacos? So you fold it like a taco, and then you go ahead and just go right underneath the eyes, so you can get right underneath there. Alright, I think the last thing that he needs, just to make sure that everything is absolutely perfect, is our lip agent. So you gotta make sure you have moistured lips. You can't have chapped lips. So the lip agent is great. It does have SPF 15 on it, so make sure you're always using stuff with SPF, because you want to protect yourself from the harmful rays. So I'm gonna just put a little chapstick on him. Awesome! I just want to quickly go over all the products that we went over during this entire time, so you're really familiar with everything. So I highly recommend the Liquid Powder Shine Eliminator. Remember, that is that lotion type product that you put and you apply before you apply anything else, and it goes on clear. You just put it into the skin and it eliminates that shine perfectly. The Urban Camouflage Concealers in 6 different shades. You'll find your perfect shade, wear it all over the face, and again, if you do need a little brightness, just get one shade that's a little bit lighter for underneath the eyes. And cannot forget about the High Def Anti-Shine Powder. This one makes sure that if you had any little bit of shine left, or you got a little bit oily, a little sweaty, it eliminates that, and it also makes sure that your camouflage concealer is set. So those products are great, and it's something that you'll want to have, and you'll want to just keep in your bag for traveling, for conferences, for Zoom calls, whatever it may be. This little guy right here is my favorite. I put all my favorite Menaji products in here. As you can see, it's nice and full. It's great. It's discreet. Again, I love that they don't have really like out there branding, because you don't want everyone to know that you have your favorite compact and your favorite concealer with you. So this makes it easier to, keep that a little bit more discreet. So I hope I helped you out. And again, my name is Sabrina. Go ahead, go on the website Menaji, and if you want to purchase anything, you can go ahead and use my discount code. It's MenajiSabrina. That's MEnajiSabrina. And you'll be able to get 20% off your first order. So I hope I was able to help you out, and always feel free to reach out to us via email, and you can always send us our selfies and we can help you with your perfect color match as well. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned a lot, and stay safe out there. Have a wonderful day, and of course, go ahead on the website and find your perfect camo concealer. Thank you.